On this video here, I want to go down to the county level and talk about the performance of various counties as we speak. And today, I want to leave around Mount Kenya because I'll talk about Mount Kenya in another video. I want to talk about Narok County. Now 2 years down the line, we've had a new regime that has been in power, where we had new set of governors and also we had new parties on board. But so far, we realized that the UDA governors perform better than the even ODM governors. And today I want to talk about the UDA governor, that is Patrick Olentutu, the governor of Narok County. What he does, how he does it, and what makes him to be a good governor, always considered to be doing well. But before I take you through that, if this is the first time you guys are watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Now, who is Patrick Olentutu? He was an MP there. He comes from the leadership of the Maasai people. What do I mean by the leadership of the Maasai people? The Maasai people have a very unique ways of voting. Very unique ways of voting. And I'm going to do an extensive video here, but just to give you a hint, the Maasai people tend to vote for people who are in power again than those who are not. The Maasai people also tend to respect leaders more. For instance, if you have a huge amount of money, and there's already a senator who existed, and you want to go for that seat, these people are likely to vote for the incumbent and leave the one who is incoming. And if you are an MP who has left, for instance, you've left your seat as an MP, and you want to go for the senatorial, and there's another who is in senatorial, the question could be like, on that case, how are they going to do it? They are going to vote for the person who existed on that seat and ignore this other one because they are saying, wewe uko na haraka, or probably maybe uko na tamaa, ungebaki mali uko. They could just simply make a decision that could you have stayed where you were, hiyo ilikuwa inakufaa, you could have stayed there. And now you have come in kuchokozo mwingine. So the fact remains that the masses have a very unique ways of voting. So Patrick Olentutu is from a group of leadership because they believe leadership is not everywhere. Leadership iko kwa familia fulani. So and as we speak today, he is from a position of leadership. He's from a family of leadership. So that's why Patrick Olentutu, first of all, was considered for the gubernatorial seat. They could not beat Tunai when he was in power. But now, remember Lekenta was coming on board and Patrick Olentutu was also coming. But the masses now had fresh leaders. One of them was an MP, another one was also not an MP. It was a CIS. So the fact remains that Patrick Olentutu was considered because people saw that Ole Kenta was simply coming in and leaving a seat that he fits in. So that's how Olentutu found himself jobless. And Ole Kenta found himself jobless, and Olentutu proceeded to become the governor of Narok County. That's a brief history I was giving here. On what basis, how do these masses vote in their leaders? They believe leaders not all everywhere. And leaders sio tamaa. That's how they work. Now, what has Patrick Olentutu done so far? Patrick Olentutu, he has embraced a certain way of leadership that has completely shocked the country. Some of you might not be following on some of the things that the books from even the control of budget, the books from the Auditor General. But me, I take my time to follow what these people are doing there. And according to me so far, I want to really state it here categorically that Patrick Olentutu has been doing a tremendous job. When I look at the percentage of the absorption rate is the percentage amount of, is the amount of money, the percentage of the amount of the money that is given to the county that is spent on development. He's always scoring the highest. In that, you realize most of the counties like Kisii here, almost 65% goes to recurrent. And Simbarate does not care about that. Actually, more than that, you realize that the development is 35%. And out of this development, most of it is just paying bills. The actual development itself goes up to even, last time it was 7%. Of course, it was an improvement from 5%. Which is very, very, very poor. And the Kisii County is becoming the last consecutively in 2 sessions, 2 years. Now, Patrick Olentutu decided to embrace a leadership that is very unique, working with MCS. And I think I applaud him for that because MCS at the lowest level actually occupy the lowest elective seat in this country, which means that the people are closest to the common manager. So this is what he does. Patrick Olentutu says, every ward will get 100 million. So when he allocates this amount of money, doesn't mean that he gives them here, take this 100 million and go and work with it. No. it tells you that in the budget, we have allocated every ward 100 million. Everything that should be done within the wards is going to be done with 100 million at that financial year. The rest he can take to salaries, take it to other things done by the executive. But now, this is how he does it. If, for instance, he's come to Kilgoris sub-county, or maybe ward, he gives them 100 million. It's the responsibility of the MCA to sit with his committee and the people around there and discuss which project they need. That is most important. For instance, I want to give the MCA of Bomet a place called Mulot. This MCA in the first day sat down and asked himself, what is the major challenge do we have here as the people of Bomet County? The major challenge we have, it is water. This guy decided to dig boreholes in all the villages. Every village, borehole, with 100 million. Borehole, borehole, borehole. These people used to go with donkeys to go and pick water from, fetch water from the river Mara that usually crosses over there. But now he decided, no, there's no more going with donkeys. People now get water from the boreholes within their villages. That was a commendable job. Identifying the problem and fixing it. That's the first part. Now, through the MCS, that's how the governor has been able to achieve development rates. Highest development rates that he has been so far scoring. And the thing he does, like now, recently, I heard that he's the one who gives bursaries best. What does he do? He allocates some money for bursaries in every ward. Again. So you realize, for instance, if it's Kilgoris town, he allocates money, and he comes by himself to give checks to these families. Peke yake anakuja anapeana check kwa kila familia. And to some extent, in all day schools actually, all day schools in Narok County, people are paid for. So long as you're in a day school, you are paid for to a tune of even 40,000. Some of them 10,000. Being paid for by the county government. And he brings the check by himself. When I listen to Olentutu, just as an example, when he does that, I feel touched because he has gone to education, he has gone to those social amenities, and that is great. When you go to things like roads, he allocates 100 million and tells the MCAs and mteza barabara. So it is you guys to sit down and decide which road and which one is going to be made. And making does not mean necessarily tarmacking, just even moroming and making it possible for the people. So he does that exactly. So he goes there, the MCA goes there, sits down with the committees, identifies the roads, and the county dispatches money or tractors or the people are coming to do the job. So through the MCAs, projects identified, the government funds it. The county government funds the projects. And as a result, you realize that development has been achieved in the county governments and at the grassroots. And that is what you call devolution. Where you see there's a system in which things occur. Come to Kisi here. Simbarati, there's no program. Amos Nyaribo, there's nothing happening. You realize that people are just relaxed. In Mombasa, people are just giving stories. Shomed Nasir wearing trousers high waist. Only that. Gladys Wanga is only talking about Raila. If you go to Kisumu, I think he's only sober governor you have in Nyanza. Achila Ayako is just there. Uchila Ayako is just there. Fighting with MPs, right, left, and center. No development that is happening. So in a nutshell, we want to say that we need to emulate, all counties need to emulate what is happening in Narok County. That is the brief history I've given about Narok County. Please let me know which one is your county and I will highlight it in my next county episodes.